Okay, testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, looks like there's more. There's quite an echo here, so there you go. Now it's working. Welcome, everyone. It's Pedro Sacramento, and today we are going to work on another picture. This one is quite particular because it's a birthday gift, quite a delayed birthday gift to one of my dear friends, um, Eric. And I'm going to work on it while streaming. Hello, Cameron. Hello, everybody. I'm watching on the stream chat right now. I hope you guys are okay. So let's get this started then. Feel free to join in the stream chat, and if you want, you can always ask questions, whether it's about characters or stuff. But before I continue this artwork, I would like to give you guys an update to the stuff that I've been working on. As you guys know, there is a picture that I did which shows Klee. Please correct me if I pronounce it wrong, but I think it's pronounced Klee, um, which is a character which I'm not very familiar, but by the looks of it, she's quite a cutie, and as you guys know, I love cuties. So yeah, that picture. There are people asking me to do an animation version of that. I will be doing that, yes, although in order to keep myself safe, as in keeping the channel safe without being targeted by YouTube admins, which of course the rules and everything I have to obey them. After all, I am a YouTuber, so yeah. And because of that, I decided to why not create um, another channel away from YouTube, which will be used to post those kind of animations that, despite being harmless, um, they can be somewhat inconvenient to YouTube. So yeah, policies and everything. But I agreed with all of them. So yeah, welcome, Alex. And let's see here, Cameron, new character OC. Yes, it is. And this one, well, it's been quite a while since I draw this character, and it's one of my friends' OCs. Her name is Aries. She is actually a natural giantess, and she is a very very sweet character. Welcome, Alex Stars, and let's get this started then, because I want to complete it. I already did most of it when it comes to line art, and I hope to color it this time for you guys to see how it will look like. So yeah. Um, Before I forget, I want to say one last thing, and that is, for example, you guys know that I have posted on Twitter a link which is on the community chat of my channel, and you guys can definitely know that. Just a moment. I'm still trying to fix things here Welcome, Finel. How are you, man? Okay, so let me just fix this because I want to make sure that the camera doesn't mess up with the stream. There you go. Everything is cool. Definitely, this is a great angle because I'll be able to work on it while you guys can see it much better than the last time, which is great because that's what we like to see. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys know that I posted something on my Twitter page. I hope to post the link once I'm done with the stream, so that you guys can watch because that post is a reply from Lil Miku um as to her reaction to the poll's result. Well, it seems that part two is going to be really nice. So let's let's hope that I can well, I will be able to do part two. I just hope that YouTube is okay with it as well. Because like I said, I don't do things like that can be too harmful for YouTube's eyes. But even so, well, you got to play by their rules if you want to get something done. That's what I learned it so far. Okay, so one last look on the stream chat before I start on this because this is the main priority of the stream. So let's see here. I had a bit of a rough morning. Okay, well, I hope you. Oh man, eesh. Well, I hope things get better soon, Alex. When it comes to your front yard, yeah, I can definitely understand that because, well, that's the problem when you have a house um in the middle of a working spot, basically. Okay, so let's see here. I see, Cameron. Well, at least you watched it, so that's great because that's the reply for that's the reply for little Miku because, well, everybody loved it what I did so far with part one, and most of the people were asking me to do part two. So I will be doing that, yes, because after all, I was kind of wondering what would be part two of that really cute and adorable animation. So that's why I created that poll, and it seems that, well, it's legit. Everybody wants a part two, and, well, the winner is the first option, which means Lil Miku for the part two. She's gonna grow big, big, big for everybody. Yeah, but in a very playful way because that's what I like to do. That's what I like to do when it comes to gentle giantesses. Is that whenever they grow, they do that in a very funny way. Um, and that's the best part. At least from what I saw from the poll. So yeah, that's a win-win for everybody. Okay, let's see here. Oh, the Giantess of the Year awards start this month. It's the fourth year I've been hosting. Oh, really, Finel? Wow. Well, that is kind of surprising. I do remember that one of my characters do won a reward. I think it was the cute one, or was it the sweetest one? I don't know. I don't know for sure. I know that that Alexis was the winner of one of the awards, which was kind of funny. Um, and she received a very cute picture from Fennel himself, and well, unfortunately, I don't have the picture right here. Um, Otherwise, I would be showing you, but oh well. But it's really awesome, those kind of awards and everything, because well, it's all about get to know. Um, oh yes, the Giantess of the Year. Yes, yes. Alexis it was actually one of that, and it's true. Uh, I mean, who doesn't like her? Well, that could be the people who were kind of let's see, rough with her. That would be the people who wouldn't like her. But anyways, oh, welcome, Himo from Malaysia. Wow, that's quite far from where I live in. I would like to say hello in that language, but I don't know how to say it. But anyways, um, one final thing before oh, thank you, Fennel. Yes, please do, because that would really help. Let's see. Oh yeah. Uh, mhm. Yes, yes, indeed, Alex Stars. I agree. Although Alex is like the one that you guys have seen so far, like the cutie little girl who grows gigantic, and the bigger she gets, the more friendly she becomes, which is kind of like the opposite to most of the giantesses I've ever seen, which is like the bigger they are, the more cruel they are, or the more evil they are. Alexis is quite the opposite. And there's also that new cutie that I'm still working on, that really funny animation that I did a little sneak peek and posted on my channel, which is that purple haired girl. And that one, you guys know who might it be. At least the my closest friends do know who that might be. And let me tell you that that she's not there to be a rival with Alexis. The reason why is because this one girl and Alexis are actually sisters, although Alexis and Clarie are twin sisters, and this one is their little sister. Well, uh, well, huge little sister, because well, she's big in a way. So yeah, she's related to Alexis, like Alex said. So yeah. Um. Oh, thank you, Nancy, and welcome. I hope you guys are okay. And oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, I can, Nancy. Although, like I said, there has been a lot of stuff that I did with her that nowadays I'm just kind of wondering what to do next. Because there's something that you guys may not know. And that is, I like to do things. I like to do things, especially animations and artworks, that are not the same. Like, I don't want to copy paste the stuff that I did. I want to make them better, and I want to make something new. because well, what that's where the fun is, at least for me. Yes, I will. I will do it, Imo. Don't worry, I will do it. Oh, welcome, Grant. Welcome to the stream. It seems that you got just in time. Okay, so with that, everybody, I'm so happy to see so many comments, so many activity on the chat. That is really great because that's what I like. Because I really want to have this kind of interaction with you guys because um, because this is very important for me because that way I'll be able to get some ideas for my animations because well most of the animations that I've done so far is all based on this kind of interaction between the artist and the public, and that's really appreciated. Like, I really thank everybody, the people who are watching right now and the people who will be watching this later on. So for that, thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to start working on this. You guys can continue chat with one another, um, and I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. So here we go. By the way, one of the things that I would like to talk to you guys while I'm paying attention to this artwork is the fact that I do remember to see some really cool comments that really made me think, like those very funny comments, like asking uh for Alexis to have a much more interaction way, like to have more interaction with not only the viewer but the environment around. And well, I managed to do that once with that indoor growth. That was actually kind of funny. I really laugh at that animation in a way because it was super adorable. And everybody who saw the animations that I did with Alexis, you can see that she is a sweet girl, but she can easily get provoked whenever someone is rude to her. And yeah, that one animation when she gets really angry, um, that that gives you guys a good picture that despite Alexis being good of heart, doesn't mean like she is not ignorant to insults. Although, unlike other giantesses that I've seen so far, whether they eat the person or crush the person, um, Lexus doesn't do that. Uh, and sh- and she has also a good um, a good way to deal with those, and that is, for example, she knows when the car is empty or not, and when she stumps on the car, she knows exactly that the car is empty. So yeah, um, if she would have been a little more polite with Alexis, Alexis would apologize, yes, and she would feel bad about how she was kind of careless um, with the driver. Uh, but if the driver is extremely rude to her, the driver loses any right to basically kind of loses all the righteousness that he or she has. Also, another very funny animation that I love it so much was the fact of that punk guy, Punk Len, animation. That was really, really funny. The guy wasn't expecting Alexis to be someone who would be able to grow large by herself, and he kind of already regrets for to ever mess with her. So I don't think he's going to provoke Alexis anytime soon. I think he's going to think twice before ever doing that to her. Also, I would like to let you guys know that I posted a music team on Facebook on my Facebook, but I do intend to do an artwork that could fit for the music, and that music is going to be part of the project that you guys know uh, that I'm planning out with others. And about the project, I do have really good news, and that's the fact that one of the voice actors that I have so far, um, she sent me a bit of samples, and and the samples that she gave me were samples of her voice acting one of the villains of the series, which is the Arcane Goddess. Um, and I got to say she did a great job with that, and I'm really anxious to see that in a YouTube video with with some music on and everything. Although I'm not going to be able to activate the monetize um because, well, some musics that will be featuring there are are musics that aren't my own or Kubo's. Um, so for that reason and only, I won't be able to monetize the video. But I can definitely tell you that if you guys want to see the comic version while waiting for the video version, which will be launched as soon as the comic is finished, then well, you guys will have to pay in order to watch the comic version. I'm sorry, but yeah. After all, it's a project, and well, not everything that will be on the project is for free to watch. So yeah, although the price won't be much, like what, for 14 USD at $14, which isn't much because the comic won't be isn't going to be a short comic. It will have like what, like around 14 pages for the first chapter, and and it's going to be quite interesting. The plot is really good. After all, I have been working on that for years. So yeah, I'm sure that you guys are going to love it. Okay, let's see. Also, I would like to share with you guys some details about, for example, the project. I've been talking to Kubo and to some other people who are into this project, and and they said that this looks like it could have been it could have been an RPG game, because well, the plot is really interesting, and the music kind of gives that feeling, and that's really good because it kind of was supposed to be like that, but um, I once did an RPG game, but that RPG game didn't end up so well because at the time I didn't had the skills to do such, and well, I still don't have that because well, nobody's perfect, so yeah. And not everybody can quickly understand how to do video games, RPG games. If if you're basically just doing it by by thought only, and if you don't have the skills to do something and the experience to do something like that, then yeah, then you won't get off you won't get far from it, um, from making the game. And unlike what some people said about, for example, if you have any kind of trouble, just look at the tutorials that are online. Not every tutorial that is online does helps you with that kind of stuff. The reason why is because there are a lot of questions that are left unanswered, and you only know those. You only know the answer for those questions when, for example, you're in school, because uh, in a school that teaches you animation, there are knowledge that doesn't go on the tutorials. So yeah. Okay. Let's look at the at Nancy and others. So let's see. Okay, let's go over here. Oh, he went to lunch. Okay, Fino. Have a nice meal. Actually, he didn't listen to that, but still, I hope he does once he he gets back. Okay, so, ooh. When will the next Alexis growth video come out? Oh, like I said, Nancy, there's just so much that I want to try out with Alexis, and well, it's kind of hard, you know. It's kind of hard. And let's see. Oh yeah. By the way, Cameron, I would like to tell you that that I'm glad to know that you finished that first page of the comic. But like I said, I've been busy with a lot of stuff. Like, yeesh. I mean, you guys can see that I've been working on uh multitasking basically. Um, working on music, working on the plot for the for the project, working on the animation, and it's kind of funny because my laptop isn't the best, but but it can hold up um, animations with 4 minutes, 5 minutes long. That is a lot if you count the many frames um, that an animation needs to have in order to get those many uh, minutes. I mean, it may not look much in terms of minutes, but in terms of effort, in order to do something like that, um, it is uh, it is a very very hard task, and I do intend to share with you guys um, one very important information, and that is I want to do a remastered version of that one animation that is considered the longest animation that I've done so far, and also the one who has like the most views in all of my channel. And that is the one animation which features Raquel and how she grows to the size of basically giga size. Like she basically towers everything. And I want to try that out with the new skills that I have, and make the improvement for such. Um Now, for the reason why I decided to say this was because some YouTubers commented on that same animation, wanting a remastered version, like how I did with that very old animation of Flores meeting Azrael. Now, for the reason why I don't use Azrael on animations that I post on YouTube, the reason why is just like I said. There are some stuff in this character that YouTube doesn't like, and that's the fact of panties. Now, if I know size box growth animator, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Although I'm kind of surprised because he hasn't been able to do much lately when it comes to YouTube, but he's okay. Thank goodness for that because I was kind of worried. He's most active on Discord, on his Discord page, and well, I'm just glad that he's okay, and he's working with some voice actresses, doing those kind of storyboards. What's the word? Not storyboards. Story audio. That basically is it's the voice actor or actress um, storytelling, basically. Mm. Well, it does sucks because of one thing. Because like I said, YouTube has those rules, and as a YouTuber, I need to get along with those rules. Otherwise, they're going to demonetize my channel, and it's possible that they can even terminate my channel, which would be a huge sadness for everybody who love the animations and, well, basically most of the work that I've done on YouTube. So yeah, and in order to avoid those kind of situations, I have to play their own set of rules. Well, well, I could name a few, Alex, but for safety measures, no, I'm not going to reply to that question. For safety measures, okay. So, oh, welcome, Mad. Well, that is kind of funny what you just said. But yeah, I know I know the feeling because there's a lot of people who come here and say, "Whoa, where am I?" um, but it's fine. Like, you guys can join in and have fun on the stream chat. I'll be able to reply as soon as possible, although I won't be able to reply all the time because, well, yeah, I want to work to focus on this artwork, because that's basically the main reason why I did the stream. And all, and the second reason was for you guys to have some fun, which it seems I managed to do both. And for that, you guys are the best. Okay, so yeah, for example, Azarel is, when I first created her and placed this name, I do remember that it was so hard for me. And it wasn't just because of YouTube, but because of other people. Uh, I'm not saying the words because of those people, because uh, I know that that basically it's like old stuff. Basically, a lot of people don't even know about this anymore because it passes so much time that they basically forgot about it and just move on. And but unfortunately for YouTube, that doesn't happen. And that is why every single animation that features this particular character of mine um, are basically demonetized. Like, I don't receive a cent from all the animations that I did with her, and that includes the one voice acting, the one with voice, um, which is that one I said before with Floris, and that is really sad. And if I want to continue to do more animations with her, then I would have to go for other websites. because like Cameron said, I'm not going to allow YouTube to make a number on me, like to make them uh, place my my name and my channel on their blacklist. Indeed, Jack. Indeed, it is really tough. And sure, Nancy. Thank you for staying. Thank you for passing by. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my God, so many comments here. Oof. I better look at it. Uh, uh, Alex, I don't know about that. I don't know about having a chat with you after this because, well, I really don't feel like that. I hope you understand. But anyways, um, sure thing, Cameron. Yeah. Also, a very important thing. Okay. What's the matter then? The matter is that Alex, I don't wanna talk about it. Yes, yes, Alex, but please, not on this stream. Please understand this. We can talk, but outside of this. Okay? Capiche? Yeah. Okay, so sorry about that, guys. As I was saying, when it comes to animations, you have to basically be careful with the characters you use because not all the characters that you would like to try on will will bring a smile on YouTube and memes basically. Um, and yeah, for that kind of reason, to avoid as many problems as possible, I have to play by the rules, and I have to do things that can be, considered soft, like extremely soft for YouTube, and that is kind of funny because, for example, a lot of MMD animators who work on this kind of animations. They post the animations on YouTube, but they never place those. Or I'm not gonna say never, but most of them um, don't place monetization on their videos. And the reason why is because of this. Most of the animations that they do, um, even if it's considered entertainment, harmless in a way, or funny, um, well, it may not be so for YouTube, especially for the bot that is responsible for watching uh, every single content that YouTube receives, and this bot is the one who's basically been running YouTube ever since the disease started. I'm not going to say the word because again, I can get demonetized, and I don't want to do that. Um. So yeah. Um. And I'm going to be honest. There are certain matters that I don't wanna talk about on the stream because it can be incendiary. Like it can it can create conflicts and a lot of drama, and I don't want to step into that kind of discussions because I want to keep my channel free from um, those types because the main purpose for my channel is only for entertainment and basically bring a smile to everybody. That's what is all about. Okay, so one of the things that I've done so far while waiting for the stream to start, I was basically listening to national anthems from around the world. And that is kind of interesting because an anthem is like like it's part of your national identity, like part of the country's culture, and I respect when it comes to whatever type of anthem. There are those that are more hasty, like they have a fast beat. There are those who have a more melody way, and I really enjoy. My country has a really good anthem. I really love it, and whenever the national soccer team plays, whether it's for the Euro Cup or for the World Cup, I always sing the national anthem of my own country because I'm really proud of being Portuguese, but I'm also proud of my country to be considered as a country that most of all wants to bring peace between neighboring countries, and that is really good. And I really appreciate for how we Portuguese are. And I hope that a lot of people can follow the same example, because well, it's just a way to make the world better, a better place to live, and a better place to be. Oh, welcome, Nancy. Well, I do hope that whoever was streaming, whatever that YouTuber was, I really hope that he's okay, and I hope that nothing bad happened with that YouTuber. It's kind of funny because some people, even my friends in here, they sometimes ask. why are you worrying so much about the other countries instead of worrying about only your own country? And the reason why is because I learned it something uh, from from uh, from school when I was a kid, and that is we all live in this planet, and this planet is our only home, and we got to in a way we got to get used to it and try to keep it safe, because if something bad happens to our planet, then it's not just one country that's going to suffer the consequences. So yeah, you all of us need to think about this, because well, it isn't just the fault of one country. It's the fault of everybody. And and one of the things that I learned from elders is that we young people have responsibilities, huge responsibilities, on teaching the future generations that will come. And the future generations aren't like far future. No, it's actually our present. Our present is basically their future. And they always look at the others as if, well, well, I hope it's not my connection, because I'm looking at it, Nancy, and well, no, it's kind of fine here. And I'm fine, thank you, Julian. And how are you, man? So yeah, one of the national anthems that made me cry was Israel's national anthem. It made me cry because I know a lot about the the story, like the story um, behind that national anthem. And the story is basically a story that reflects a nation without a nation. Like this nation wasn't wasn't officially recognized until the 19th century, and close to 20th century. So that is a long time. Like they didn't have a country for almost two no for almost yes for almost 2,000 years. That is a lot of time. And uh, and uh, the struggles and suffering that they have to endure with with all the atrocities that happened during the last millennia. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder how they managed to survive that long. And well, I do know the answer. And the answer is faith. They never give up on faith. And well, I'm glad that they didn't. Although I understand that some people don't like Israel, and I totally understand and I respect that, because well, we're not we're basically in a world which has freedom, and freedom is like a two-edged blade. For example, freedom can allow you to express yourself, like your likes and dislikes. Like like I love this, I don't love this. I like that, I don't like that. So it basically is like a huge amount of choices um, that basically is considered freedom, but that's only on my opinion. So yeah, um, don't take my word for it, because this is just me saying from personal experience. And after hearing the Israel anthem hymn, I I couldn't hold on my tears, because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. And I was hoping for if Israel didn't had all the issues, all those conflicts between their neighboring countries, then it would have it would have been a lot better, because their anthem is a peaceful one. And if they could go for that, then yeah. Anyways, let's focus on the task ahead, which is this one. And also focusing on what you guys are saying, because this stream is all about having fun. So yeah. Also, I really hope that you guys enjoyed um, the music that I'm going to post on my channel soon. Once I finish that artwork I had in mind, because well, the music is already done, and this music is unlike the others that I've done so far. It's my first time to do it with the FL Studio. So yeah, it will sound a lot better than it did with Mario Paint Composer. Also, a very interesting fact is that um, I never studied when I was at school. I never studied music or music or animation. I did both mostly by myself. So yeah. But I also had a little help. So yeah, I want to thank those people who helped me out for those. Yeah, except for drawing. That is another thing. Okay, let's look hmm, at the chat once more. I wish I could draw off as good as you, mate. Well, thank you, Jack. But you can actually do that. You can actually do that. It's not that hard, to be honest. But it depends on the artist's style, because that's something I always learn it. For example, every artist has their own style, and that's like an ID for the artist. because once you get your own style, people are going to recognize your work by the straights, by by the lines that you draw whenever you're basically either tracing or drawing or painting, because every artist has their own unique way of doing stuff. And I know that for sure because I've been studying um, how to draw ever since I went into an art school. But because of the disease, I am forced to stay at home um, and do the stuff, as you guys can see, from my home. Um, because well, it's just to keep things safe. Because that's where I like to to make people see is that if you're responsible of the stuff that you do, um, until the disease is over, um, we're all hoping that it does sooner or later. Okay, so let's see when it comes to the chat. Welcome, Eric. I'm so glad that you managed to come here. And welcome, Johnson. Wait a second. Michael Johnson? I think I've seen this guy before. Michael Johnson. Uh, Michael Johnson. Wait a second. I know that character. Mikey, is that you? Oh, I know who he is. It's you. Welcome, Mikey. Welcome. And I hope everyone is okay. Oh, oh, really, Alex? I didn't know that. Awesome. Well, I do have well, I do I do know a bit of music because well, I studied when I was at school a little bit. Um, and I was in a group which a shores group, and that's because well that's because uh, I am an acolyte on a local church community. So yeah, that's the reason why. And I do have a pretty good voice to sing, but I'm very shy when it comes to that. So yeah. Um, I mean, I think I have a good voice, but uh, to sing, but I'm really shy when it comes to that. I'm a shy guy when it comes to sing for others. Although I did that, yes, I actually song a sim, um, sang a few songs that I did in the past, and my aunt actually recorded those many, not many, just two songs that I wrote down. Of course, they are all in Portuguese, so it's hard for you guys to understand at all. Oh, he plays the trombone. Well, that's good. Oh, you play drums, Mikey. Oh, then my gosh, oh man, if I knew you would play that, then I would basically do a melody. Then I would send the file saying, "Hey, Mikey, play the drums on this." Well, that is if you had enough time for that. Okay, I'm just kidding, but yeah, it would be really awesome. Um, okay, let's. You got rid of that thing about. Ooh, wee. Well, that's a long time ago. 13 years. Oof. Back then, I was an older teenager. Well, I'm still a young adult, but yeah. Also, a very funny thing is that you never get old. Like you, like if you keep the same motivation as you had when you were young, then the only thing that will only look older is just the outside. But the most importantly, it's the inside. Also, I would like to let you guys know that this is who I am. I may have my flaws and my virtues, but some people who know me, they say that I'm a bit naive. And the reason why is because I don't like violence. Well, depends. For example, real life violence, I really don't like it. Um, but when it comes to violence in video games, because they're not real, I do uh, entertain myself with that. For example, I play Age of Empires, and that is kind of considered violence. Why? Because well, they're basically soldiers, and unfortunately, it's all true because it's based on facts. At the time, there were wars, and we still have that. And one very sad truth that I learned is that some some uh, some countries, in order to survive, in order to be rich enough to get something done, they basically have to wage war in order to gain money. That is horrifying. That is horrifying. Because if they had enough money, then it's possible that the wars would stop. Okay, so let's see here. Oh, but you're really skilled at playing drums, right? Right, Mikey? And let's see here. Oh, welcome, Andre. Welcome. Bem-vindo. Eu estou bem, obrigado, André. E tu, como estás? I'm okay, André. And you, how are you? Okay, let's see here. Of course, Alex. We whenever we get older, especially when it comes to especially to men, uh, as we get older, our voice changes. Um, for men, most of them, not all of them, because I do know that some men are able to sing or able to produce the same voice as woman, and that is kind of like rare to some men to be able to have the same tones as a woman. That is really rare. At least um, from where I live. It may be rare, but it's not impossible. Okay, so I'm just going to work a bit more in here. Okay, let's go and see more comments here. I see, Mikey. Well, but even so, it's really nice when you have rhythm with the drums. It's not that easy to play drums like with rhythm, and I know that because while I was composing some of the music that you guys have uh, listened to, I had a hard time with rhythm, and especially the tempo. If you mess up with the tempo, my God, you mess up with the music. um. Okay, let's see here. Indeed, that is a cold-hearted truth, Jack. Definitely, it is, and I really feel bad about that. Even today, we still have that, and despite the technology and despite the knowledge and despite everything that had happened, we still have much to learn when it comes to bring peace to the world. Anyways, let's see another comment here. Indeed, Peter. Indeed, as long as there is selfishness as long as there is greed, as long as there is arrogance, the world will never be better. I mean, never. Maybe not. Depends. It depends. It depends on the actions of not only those who are in charge of the countries, but also the society itself. So yeah, just to go like uh, resume everything, just to keep things safe. Okay, so let's see here. Ah, I'm really happy to know that, André. Estou muito feliz por ver isso, por saber isso. Okay, so let's see here. Um, oh, awesome. By the way, how's your mom, Alex? I hope she's okay. And well, I really want to guys know that today is a very sad day for my country, for Portugal, and well, because the disease managed to cause Portugal to have a new record on the casualties. So for these 24 hours, um, we had lost 63 people. We have never lost so many people in those 24 hours. And for that, I really am sad as a Portuguese. And I hope that once this is all over, that that the government, I'm sorry, but yes, the government decides to pay tribute, respect to the losses, because well, they are humans like us. They're people, and they need to be respected. Um, because this disease affects all of us. And well, I really hope that everybody in the world, especially those that are still alive, to keep safe, to not do not take lightly this disease and any other deadly diseases. Um, because the more the more you avoid the danger, um, the better will be for not only for you but the people around you, especially the people around you. Um. Okay, Andre is saying if I received money from YouTube or not. As of today, I have been waiting for nearly a month, and I received zero. Yeah, $0, €0, nothing. I basically am still waiting, and well, it seems that I haven't received anything. And I can definitely see why a lot of animators don't go for YouTube anymore. They basically go for coffee or for Patreon in order to get to get paid for their works. And well, I do have a Patreon, but it's not as famous as YouTube. Yeah, it's not as famous as my YouTube channel, but even so, yeah, there's the downside. Oof. Yes, Andre, I haven't received a single money. He's saying really nothing at all. Yes, I haven't received a single cent um ever since the last paycheck, which was on, guess what, on September 15th. Ever since that day, I haven't received a single cent from YouTube, and that is really shocking. Now, for the reason why I haven't received a cent is because YouTube notices that the videos that I place it with monetization are are not receiving enough views, and since they are not receiving enough views, they basically don't give me anything, which is kind of sad because if I look at the recent animation that I did, it's receiving quite enough money, but YouTube is not paying any. Yes, Jack, I agree. I agree. I agree because, well, if it was, then yeah, a lot of people would just go ahead. I mean, YouTube is still good, yes, but not as great as it was in the past. I have to admit that. There's a lot of animators in the past who did a lot of cool job with with their animations. Manzi, Cyro, UT, uh, all those really cool animators, Blanchy, those animators that were really famous on YouTube for doing animation, giantess animation, they're all gone. They're all gone. Well, except for Sario UT, which he managed to get back, but he's basically, unfortunately, on YouTube's blacklist because despite the cute content and the impressive work that he does in order to make his animations better, unfortunately, YouTube doesn't appreciate his work to the point that his channel got cancelled twice. Although I'm glad that some of the animators um, who continue to work on this type of animations, um, and also on the topic of giantesses, they have been they have been doing a great job. Um, and I really watch whenever someone does GTS content on YouTube, and whenever I can, I do end up sharing a comment because, well, I know that they also like to have the same support as I have. So yeah, it's always great to share. After all, there's an old saying of sharing is caring. So yeah, I try I try my best to keep that um, to do that with everyone. Okay, so let's just get done with this. I don't know if I should open a coffee page. I've never done it before. Uh, but I've heard that from other animators that it's actually a cool site, and you actually get to actually you can see it already, Benjamin. You're actually seeing it on the screen. um, let's see. Oh, there. Oops. Just there. Also, welcome, Benjamin. I think Coffee is a free website. I think. I mean, the whole from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom. Well, you're actually seeing it from top to bottom. To bottom. This is actually the full scale picture. After all, you're watching it from my phone camera, and from what I'm looking at the screen, I'm watching my laptop because I want to make sure that you guys can see it. Um, while also watching the stream chat. There. Okay, you guys now can see it. I'm sure of it. And I still am working on this. So, yeah. I hope you're okay, Benjamin. And also, welcome to the stream. Okay, so let's see here. Thank you, Alex, for pointing it out. That's very appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so yes, Jack. Yes, I have. I have been thinking about coffee, but yeah, um, I need to make sure that like you don't have any problems in using that from so far. No. Um. Okay. Well, it seems that Benjamin is having issues, so let's see if I can fix that. So, okay, let me just get this right here. Okay, I think there you go. This is what it looks like. Um, I'm doing a closer up so that you guys can see what I've done so far. This is actually a closer up. So, oops, sorry for the camera, and there you go. Um, well, thank you, Benjamin. But like I said, in order for me to get better, I had to practice. After all, I went to to an art school, so yeah. Although I prefer anime because I really like anime, and the style is always great. So I'm going to continue to work on this, and let's see. Oh, there's one more uh, one more comment before I continue. It's from Andre, and he's saying, "Hey Pedro, which which Vocaloid yeah, which Vocaloid you like the most?" You like the most, like Len, Nero, Kaito, Kakupo, or Pico? Okay, so I'm sorry for the bad translation because it's sometimes it's really hard when you're translating Brazilian and not Portuguese. It's kind of different. So let's see here. I like Lan and I like Kaito. I actually use Kaito for some of my animations because, well, I kind of find really cute whenever Miku is with Kaito. Yeah. That's why I try my best to place both together. That's really cute. Anyways, let's go back into the artwork because, well, I'm already like almost 50% complete with this, and I still hope to get enough time to work on another sketch. The color part, when it comes to traditional art, is by far for me the quickest way to complete this. When it comes to digital, however, I take more time into coloring it, but that's because, well, that's because I want to go a bit with detail on color, to which I don't have any issues because I can always search for the colors on Google Images. Um, the reason why I go for Google Images to look for colors is because I'm colorblind. Kind of strange, but yeah, I'm colorblind. Um, I really wish I can get a much better chair because I still have issues with this one. And I have a pillow below my butt, but still this pillow is not helping much. So I'm going to bring in a much better pillow, uh, in order to keep my butt from getting hurt while working on this. So I'll be back in just a few seconds. Okay. At least a bit better for my butt and also for my back, because now I have two pillows. Because I'm going to spend a bit of time working on this artwork, so I need to keep myself at least as comfortable as possible. At least until I get a new chair. But in order to get a new chair, I would have to spend a lot of money. And right now, I'm kind of poor on money. Yeah, that's actually the sad truth. And that's the reason why I ask for YouTube to pay me for the work that I do, for the animations that I do, and I place monetization on such works because I want YouTube to pay me for this, because well, you you won't be able to buy food and stuff, um by eating clean air, like, by making free content only. uh that is terrifying, because at the end of the day you won't receive a cent, and that's really bad. So yeah, there are there are stuff that should really get people should really get paid, especially if people are spending time like I do with a lot of content. And it's funny because I'm doing animation with a laptop that really isn't great when it comes to hold on itself while streaming. That is really weird, because I can play Age of Empires 3 on the laptop, and it kind of works uh, good, but in a way it kind of goes like a bit laggy. But that's because uh, the graphic the drive uh, is not as powerful as a desktop one, and desktops are kind of really expensive. And even if I bought one, there's also the issue that my house has, and that is called moss. Yeah, my house creates moss, and that's the reason why I use laptops. Because the laptop won't have any problems with moss, because well, the the equipment stays warm, and it doesn't get affected by the moss, which happens every single uh, every single time that winter comes, or even spring, winter, and autumn in where I live are very bad, especially for desktops in my house. Yeah, because we don't have any we don't have any solution for that, because, well, the house doesn't belong to my parents. It belongs to my grandfather, and because of that, well, there are stuff that we can't change on the house, and because of that, well, we have to play by the rules again. Yeah, that's why, for example, you see animators building up their own desktops. Well, but that's because they have a way to build uh, those desktops, and they have a spot to keep the desktop um, free from the moss. Uh, but unfortunately, for my current situation, I can't do much about it, as much as I would love to. But oh well, you can't always have what you wanted. That's something that I learned ever since I was a kid. And boy, that is so true. As much as you want to disagree, in the end, you know that there are some stuff that you really can't get it, and most of them you really don't get in a lifetime. So yeah, that is even more surprising. Okay, so far so good. I'm almost done with the buildings here, and awesome. This looks really good. Let's let's go to work on this one over here. And this one over there. Oops. There you go. You guys may have known a YouTuber known as Slice of Size. Um, he is best known for GTS content, and he is one of the YouTubers that AZ9 supports. And if you guys notice, it is kind of interesting that he has a Patreon page, and that kind of gives already, um like it already gives it away. Like it means that Patreon, coffee, at least from what I saw, coffee, Patreon, um, do um, do feel more credible than YouTube, according to those artists. And I really don't disagree, because I only have two people supporting my Patreon page, and whenever the month ends, I receive the the money correspond um, referring to the followers, to the many followers of Patreon. Although I didn't place much content on Patreon because, well, I basically focus myself more on YouTube, again, for the simple reason that that my YouTube channel is way more famous than my Patreon page. And I placed it the link on some of my videos, and yeah, it is unfortunate because like I said, there's a lot of people who watch my Patreon, but they don't support the page because of one very sad fact. I don't say that this is an excuse, but it's a fact, because I feel myself as well. I feel the same way, that people like to see stuff for free and they don't want to pay at all. I understand that because I once had the same thoughts. I once had the same thoughts until I realized that those kind of thoughts, in a way, doesn't feel well, because I mean, come on, you're not going to spend the entire life doing content like this. And I really appreciate all the support that you guys do for my YouTube page, because you guys are the best. And honestly, you guys are really the best. Because if it wasn't for your support, then this channel would never be as great as it is. So yeah, so if this channel is famous, isn't just because of my hard work, but it's also because of the wonderful support that you guys keep doing on every content that I place in my channel. So for everybody who's supporting me on YouTube, thank you so much. See, Jack. Well, that is kind of funny because when I was a kid, I used to sketch doodles, uh, and of course, I wasn't as good as I am today. Well, of course, I have to be honest. I had to practice a lot in order to get some stuff done here. There are things that I still need to improve as I continue to work on this. The same goes for animation. But you guys can see that I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to get the feeling of how it looks like to to do animations properly. Because back in the day, I had a lot of mistakes that I had to fix. For example, you want the model to act more like a person and not like a robot. So there are a lot of things that you need to take into account because our body has multiple muscles, and you have to study it. After all, if you want to draw a huge girl, gorgeous girl, you have to know anatomy. Like there is no other way, man. There is no other way. There is actually a very funny and simple way to draw characters, to draw girls. And well, in order for you to actually do that, you have to take into consideration that there are parts in our body that looks different from others, and that goes like for everything. Like if you want the character to look gorgeous, you have to make sure that it is gorgeous. And how to do that? Well, simple. Start with the face because, well, of course, if you mess up with the face, you mess up with the character. That is that is the rule number one. If you mess up with the character's face, if you mess up with this, then my God, you just destroyed the character. You just destroyed the character because you can draw bodies well, but if you mess up with the face, and if you don't know how to draw faces well, then I suggest you to ask for someone who knows to help you on how to draw faces, because you can mess up with the body, but the most important thing to never mess up is with the face. Don't do it, man. Because I did that in the past. I did that once, and that was with my cousin. And my cousin was like, "What the hell?" Like she was so upset with me because I messed it up with her face and especially with her teeth. Don't ever do that, especially when it comes to girls. Don't ever do that. And that is a wise advice from your um, from your very good friend, uh, YouTuber. So yeah. Um, so yes, boys, if you want to make your to make the girls have some fun, then make sure you don't mess up with those two. Looks the girls' facial expressions and their teeth. Don't mess with those. If you don't know how to draw, please just look at tutorials or ask someone who knows to teach you if you want to try on to teach you how to do it properly. Because, well, there's an old saying that in Americans, uh, hell has no fury like a woman. Each, you know, I'm not going to say the last word because I think it's a it's a bad word. But yeah, it is so true, and that's why, boys, that's why I'm saying if you want to make a character look pretty, especially girls, then yeah, just just make sure you don't mess with with the face or with the teeth, with both. Don't mess with both. You can mess with the hair. You can mess with the body. You can play around with it, even if you don't even if you don't have much skills. You can have talents because, well, yeah, um, everybody has talents, but not everybody can draw well. And I have to say that back in the day, I was really bad at drawing, like really bad at drawing. And if I draw well today, that's because that's because I practice and I focus myself in improving. Uh, if I can't do anything when it comes to 3D, I try to make it up with both traditional and digital art. Yes, yes, Mikey, but I'm not. I think the last word YouTube doesn't accept that. I think so. Yeah. Just for the safety measure, I just don't want to say the last word. And yes, uh, just like Mikey said, that's exactly what happens if you mess up with the girl's face and with the girl's mouth, especially the mouth, the eyes, the mouth, and the face expression. If you mess up with those, my God, you're just you're just in you're just in for hell. You're just in for hell. Especially if you want to do something for a girl, then yes, make sure, boys, make sure you don't do that. Make sure you don't do that. Just try to learn with your own skills, but at least make sure that the girl has a pretty face. That is that is your the best way for you to not mess with girls. That's the best way for you to not mess with the girls. Is to make sure that they look pretty, because girls do like to look pretty. And yeah, that is the best thing that artists should try to do in order to please the girls. I don't think that the same could be said for the opposite type, because, like I said, boys aren't too critical when it comes to excuse me, to looks. Not as critical as girls. And I I do have enough proof of that. After all, I have a mom that looks at my stuff. She looks at the artworks that I do, and she's always saying that I need to excuse me that I need to fix some part over here, or make it look better over there. You know, that is something that girls do have. They are critical, like they are sharp, like their eyes are sharp. Ah, so yeah. Jack. Well, um, well, yeah. Anyways, but yeah, for the record, just make sure you can, if you want to please a girl, make sure that at least with your style, even if your skills aren't great, um, and if you think that your skills are not that good, at least if you want to draw a girl, just make sure to make that girl have some pretty cute pair of eyes. You know, just to compensate. Just to compensate, because yeah, most of the girls like cute stuff. Most, not all, but most. Yeah, and well, you can you can play around with it and use that to your advantage. Because as an artist, you need to get that in order to get some attention with the girls. After all, I'm a boy, so yeah, boys like girls, so it's kind of normal, natural. So yeah, and artists, boys artists, um, when they are young and they want to draw, they basically draw to impress, because they want to impress the girls. Uh, and I do that. Yes. Jesus Christ, it's been like almost 2 hours with this. This is amazing. I don't feel like it has been it has passed so much time. Wow, that is surprising. But then again, time flies fast. Yeah, like I said, the rest of the body can be just you know reasonable, or how's the girl say? Okay, so yeah, as long as it is okay for them, in a good way, of course, because if it isn't, then boy, like like Kratos with the trails, boy. Yeah, whenever Kratos says that to Atreus, I laugh. It's so hard because yeah, that that very deep voice boy, that that cracks me up. Also, I would like to share with you guys something that I learned it this week while I was at my cousin's house, and me and him we were talking about YouTube, about my channel and all, and yeah, Jack, and and one of the things that he said to me was like, "Hey, how many subscribers you have?" And I said at the time, "Well, nearly 9,000 subscribers." And he was like, "Whoa, man! Whoa, man! At this rate, you're going to get YouTube's Play Button Award." And to be honest with you guys, that's going to take an extremely while. It's going to take a long time for me to actually get into something like that. The reason why I say this is because true, my channel is getting subscribers, and that is really great. Because people are starting to enjoy the stuff that I do, especially when it comes to animations, 3D animations, the type of MMD animations that I place on my channel, and people are loving it so much, and I'm really happy to know that. But in order to for me to receive such such a very important award from YouTube, then oh my god, that's going to take like years in order to get that award. For example, the first one is considered the silver play button award, and the silver play button is like this. In order to receive that, the YouTuber needs to have at least 100,000 subscribers. Like, the YouTuber needs to have his channel, in his channel, these many subscribers in order to get awarded by YouTube with the play button. Um, Although, I would like to let you guys know that my channel is closing in to one of the awards and not the silver one, unfortunately. So it won't get like announced like that. But still, I can tell you that the channel is like uh 1,000 subscribers from receiving the bronze award. So my channel is closing in for that. Now, what? When will the channel receive such award? Well, simple. The channel needs to get at least 10,000 subscribers. So if you look at the channel now, my channel is extremely close to 9,000 subscribers. That is really awesome. That is really awesome. And boy, if I do get into the 10,000 subscribers, then man, I really need to do a really cool animation just to thank you guys for that, because yeah, it's a milestone that is cracked. Like, it's a milestone that is already surpassed, and I never I never had such a big channel like this one. I had a YouTube channel before, but that YouTube channel I just gave up because, well, it just didn't have anything that could convince people to support me. And when I created this channel in 2013, I didn't have so many subscribers, and I decided to try on something new, something that people would miss, something that people would miss so much that they didn't want to end. And thanks to that, I decided to go for the very lovely MMD animations that I've posted so far. Uh, and I mean the MMD animations that I created. I'm not going to say that all the animations that I posted are mine, because some were re-uploaded by me in the past, because those same animations were already removed from YouTube, because, well, the animator no longer exists on YouTube. Well, I can definitely say that at least two of the animators who were YouTubers are still alive, and they are well, and they are still creating content. But the content that they are working on is most focused on Twitter. So yeah, I can say that as for certain, because I have a Twitter, and I did watch it both Cyro UT and Manzi SS, and they are still alive. They are still okay. They're doing stuff, but only on Twitter. Most of the stuff is only on Twitter. Yes, Jack. Yes, Jack. That is going to be a long walk. But I'm really happy because, well, I'm already happy because I know that the channel is going to that my channel is going to receive um one award that is just below of the silver play button. And of course, if I ever receive such play button, then the first thing I'll do is do a stream sharing with you all, and thank everyone for this, because it's not just my effort that I would, but also by the support of many, many, many people. Well, yes, because like I said, I like to thank people for supporting me. I'm not I'm not selfish. I really hate to be selfish. That is one thing that that I really um that I really hate as a flaw. is to be selfish. I don't like that. That's why I do stuff that are meant to make others feel better. Not um, yeah, because I always feel good with whatever artwork I do, but I always try to push a little further with the artworks, especially when it comes to do something for someone. And this is a very late birthday gift for Eric. So yeah, because it is important and because it's special, I try my best to at least make it as good as possible with my current skills, of course. And in just 23 minutes, I'm going to use a small break from the stream, but I'll be back later on. Um, so that I can continue this, but the break is going to be a small one. But before I go for that break, it's possible that I'll probably be done with the sketch with the sketch. The sketch is already done. It's just the tracing. Also, speaking of YouTube, I think YouTube should should award YouTubers for example, for the views that their channel had um, so far. I think it would be great. Um, After all, the total amount of views that my channel has surpasses greatly uh, from 5 million views. That is a lot of views. That is a lot of views ever since the channel was created, and most of those views do come from the animations that I did so far, especially the newest ones. Maybe, but the old ones, the first ones that I did, they basically like they beat the record. Yes, it makes sense because, well, it would actually allow people to you know to invest a bit more on YouTube, um, like they did in the past. Because in the past, YouTube used to be on the side of supporters on supporters, and also on creators. Well, they still are, and that's good to know. But not as much as in the past. And and with their current CEO, uh, there's a lot of stuff that still needs to get better. Welcome, Marcílio Araújo. How are you, man? Bem-vindo, Marcílio Araújo. Como estás? Okay, so yeah, one of the things that I do is, for example, if someone in Portuguese replies to me in Portuguese, I do like both times. Like I say the same in English because I use English for everybody in the chat and those who are watching the stream to understand. Uau! Bem, não estava à espera, mas obrigado. Ainda bem, espero que estejas a gostar. Um, he says that he has 7 years old. Aw, he's a kid. I don't mind at all because, like I said, this kind of content is safe, and because of the content being safe, I doubt YouTube would take it out. That's why whenever I do kind of stuff that is considered safe for YouTube, I go ahead and do it. Although if there's something that is not considered for YouTube, then nope. Because like I said, I don't want to have trouble with YouTube again. Hmm. Now I need to look at how the artwork looks like for now, because I need to make sure that it follows the pattern I created for the art work here. Hmm. And now for the square over here. Hmm. Strange. It seems that the pencil is having a bit of issue with the ink. Let's see. Mm, it is. I wonder if I have more. Let's see if this one works. Okay. Um, just a moment, guys. I'm. Oh, there. Yeah, I was just going for a much larger, a bit larger pen because I want to make this trace look as good as possible. There. Okay, like this. Now to get. line over here, and the line is supposed to go over there. You go. This is the best part when it comes to freehand, is that even if you follow some rules, you at least don't have to worry much about it. Like you don't have to make sure that everything is like straight always, like so clean. And I do that when it comes to digital because, well, I like that, but only on digital. On traditional, not so. I prefer to have those traces that can identify the artist's style. But that's basically my way of doing art. I respect people who would go in different directions because, well, that's always great because art is supposed to be to have multiple examples and not just one. And there are artists that follow others, which is natural because even the greatest artists in the world, they had masters. They had to follow their masters first. Okay, let's see if. Ooh, I like this pencil. It has a good trace. This is great. This will easily get most of the stuff done. Also, when it comes to draw mountains, as I'm doing, make sure to you know follow the line. Just follow the line. Make sure you do follow it bit by bit. Okay, just a moment. Bem-vindo, João Duarte. Eu estou bem, muito obrigado. Welcome, João Duarte. I'm okay, thank you. And you? E tu, como estás? Okay, I'm just translating again because another Portuguese, possibly Portuguese, because um, wait a second, Portuguese? Wow, Wow, I never thought that Portuguese were looking at my channel as well. Awesome. That is amazing. Here's a fun fact, guys. Everybody that is watching my channel, most of those people aren't from my country. Most of them do comes from three countries, and that is USA, from Japan, and from Brazil. Who'd have thought the Brazilian love my works. They love my works. Um, pois eu sei disso, Maurício, Marcílio. Eu sei que és brasileiro, mas para mim tudo bem. I know that Marcilio is Brazilian because well his name kind of gives in a bit because well it couldn't be Portuguese because there are some names that people has in Portugal um, that are like considered unique for the country. Also, another thing that I was talking about before I interrupted my way of my track of thinking. Um, when it comes to draw mountains, make sure to follow the line, follow this line, and if you look at here, you look at these points, and then you spread the line like so. You basically make sure that the line goes down, and sometimes it goes zigzag, like so. Because if you look at mountains, they have that. They have those many turns and curves, and sometimes those lines they do come across with other lines at the bottom. Some don't even go that far. And if you want to create something um, that can really surprise people, then anything that the environment can offer where you live can easily be used as a reference for artworks. And that is great, especially when you live in a countryside. When you live in a countryside, you know how to draw mountains because you live next to them, and and even if you aren't an artist, you know that mountains do have these lines, and they always go with corners, with uh with these zigzag course. And where I live, we have a lot of mounts. We have a lot of hills that do give that sensation. Also, another thing that I really love to do is for example, whenever I go for sketching, I always um not always I go for I know not always sorry, I not always go for how I do the sketch. Sometimes whenever I trace, I rarely do follow the sketch because that's the fun part. But I only do that when I can and when I feel like I can do it. And if it doesn't mess up with the entire artwork. Okay, so I'm almost done with the tracing here. And that is good. That is good. Also, I should place a bit more like this over here. That would give the mountain a bit more detail, like so. All right, and let's go for this line over here. This one over here. Uh, this one over here. This one will go over there. This one goes over here, like so. There you go. Okay, so I'm going to go for a small break. Um, after this stream, and then I'm going to continue for a bit longer. Although it's possible that this one was the longest stream that I've ever done in a while. There. Okay. Like so. Like so. Also, if you guys want to know how to draw mountains, then here's a perfect example of how to easily draw mountains. Oh, deaf camera. Uh, there you go. The camera died. No, no, actually, the camera didn't. But anyways, okay, enough jokes. As I was saying, if you want to try out, yeah, that was bad. um, anyways, huh? Okay, take care, Jack. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, so yeah, that was really bad. What happened here? There goes the camera. Rip the camera. That would actually be like the iconic phrase for YouTube. Uh, Although I have another saying, um, but I can't say it while streaming because this one is very funny, but I don't want to say it. Because I don't want YouTube to be upset with me. So yeah. As I was saying, if you want to draw mountains, then here's a great example for you to draw. And that example comes from the animation movie Mulan from Disney. If you look at the entrance, like the intro of the movie, you'll notice how they draw the mountains. Like all those simple lines, those curvy lines. I mean, if you look at it, it is kind of simple. And as you progress with the with the sketch, you'll you'll add um you'll add it more detail, like so, like how I did here. Um, because mountains, they always look like this. Like they always have this kind of curvy way, and some do come up with um like they always uh get into the button. Like it is like a curve. It goes like this. It always goes curving onto the button, and it's much easier for you to draw, to sketch, and even trace over mountains, than to basically draw or sketch a girl. Of course, it's much easier. That's why I suggest that if you guys want to improve your skills, start by going for the simple way. Because that way you'll get you know you'll get the feeling of drawing, and then as you progress, you're going for the for more challenging um objectives, and objects until you get yourself satisfied. Although one of the things that I should say to every new artist that doesn't have skills in art, to never be shy. Um, to show the art as how you used to draw in the past. Don't be shy about it, because that uh, what you did in the past is always considered um as proof of experience, and you should always use that proof in order to get better on whether you're an artist for traditional art, for digital art, or even an animator. Never be shy of the work that you do. Don't be afraid to show what you can do to others, because you may not look like a pro in when you start doing it, but as you keep on going and build up that motivation, then you'll end up like having a lot more fun um, on sketching, drawing, and even coloring. For example, in the past I was horrible at coloring, and and it is it is something that I'm not shy to say, because I was really that bad. After all, I have color blindness, um, but nowadays I managed to color because I have people who helped me out on that. So yes, um, and it's always great for an artist to get better, not by itself. Like, in order for you to get better, you will always need the help of others. You're going to always need to practice by watching what others are capable of, and and you should never feel like I will never draw like that person ever again. Don't don't be so negative. Be positive, because that's how that's what will build up your motivation, because motivation comes from uh it's an invisible force. For me, it is an invisible force that it grows stronger whenever you feel like you want to do something. And if you really want to do something, then nothing can stop you. If you feel like you can do it, and if you practice, push yourself to the limit because you want to try it and you want to be better, then I'm sure that at the end you're going to be better. Um, if I was able to improve with art, so can anybody. If I was able to do it, so can anybody. Just don't feel afraid of doing stuff. Don't be afraid. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're done with this line art. There you go. And I'm just going to clean the trace, the sketch with the eraser, cleaning up to make it easier for the people who are watching the stream to see. Let's hope that the camera doesn't fall again. It's kind of funny because sometimes I kind of accidentally collide my elbow against the camera, and then the camera goes down. Yes, it is, Cameron. It is lovely. After all, that is why I really like to draw this character. Although it's been like almost a year ever since I draw this character, and I have to say it's probably the best, one of the best that I've done out of her. So yeah. Ooh, let's clean this up because I'm going to color it, and I don't want the graffiti from my pencil to mess up with the color. That's why I have to clean this up in order to get the color. I still prefer when it comes to traditional. I still prefer the black and white because, well, it's what I used to do. But it's going to be the first time you guys are going to see me coloring this artwork. And since it is a birthday gift for one of my dear friends, there's also that little bit of pressure, which it's not that bad because it's all part of the challenging. Um, it's all part of the challenge, and when you feel like you're ready for it, then go for it. Don't be afraid. Just go for it. And if you need help in a way while doing that challenge, you can always ask because, well, nobody is perfect and everybody who are into art can help you out with tips and those tips can always help you in getting better, whether you want to do traditional art or digital art. Okay, let's just clean this bit up. Yeah, that will do. That will do. Let's clean this up. There you go. Make sure whenever you want to color, make sure there is no single trace of graffiti on the paper, especially when you want to go for color pencil or for watercolor pencils, or even when you want to draw with a brush, with coloring with a brush. Make sure you get all the graffiti from the pencil out, leaving just the trace. Okay, I think it's enough for the cleaning part, I think. But let me just make sure of it, because you never know. You never know. Oh, and I forgot about this piece over here. There you go. And the piece over there. There. Okay, let's there you go. And oh, I need to clean this edge as well. Uh, there. And that's it. And now I'm going to make you guys see in a much closer look. Okay, so oh, actually, I need to place the camera like this and make sure my shadow doesn't get in the way. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is how it looks for now. So, for the second part of the stream, I'm going to color this. And once I finish it coloring, I'll be possibly be working on a sketch for Mikey, because he is a Patreon supporter, and I am still doing Patreon gifts for all the supporters who support me on Patreon. And well, that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to take like what, a small break just to get something to eat or something to drink. Um, and I'll be back with the second part, which is going to be coloring this, and then get the sketch done for Mikey as a Patreon gift, because well, I feel like I really want to do this, because I really like to share with you all the skills that I have, that not always goes with 3D animation. So with that, I'll see you guys in around 15 minutes, 20 minutes possibly. Um, but yeah, see you guys soon. And thank you so much for watching the first part. Hope you guys can come and watch the second part. So yeah, in about 15 minutes or 20 minutes, I'm going to start the second part. So without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and see you guys later. As usual, take care. This is for you, Eric, and I'm doing this. So yeah, don't worry, Eric. I'm going to be back in just 15-20 minutes, like I said. So yeah, take care, guys, and see you all later. Peace.